But the best friend couldn't stop thinking about the guy, and the thought of her friend losing such a rich man made her uncomfortable. So she decided to take him for herself. Since the lady and the guy had never met before, how hard could it be, she thought. Later that night, she quietly went to her friend's room, took the guy's number from her phone, and even deleted his number so she couldn't reach him later if she changed her mind. Even though she had an internal conflict because she knew she was betraying her friend, she convinced herself that it might work and that it would be like hitting a jackpot. So she called him. Even though her voice was a little different and she was calling from a different number, he completely ignored all of that and just wanted to know what had happened. She quickly told him that armed robbers had attacked her on her way to the date, taken everything she had, including her money and phone, and left her traumatized. She explained that she had to get a new phone, go back to the dating site, and get his number again. The guy innocently believed her. He had no reason to doubt her, and just like that, they rescheduled the date. In fact, this gave him even more reason to finally see her. She could barely contain her joy after the call. The next day, at the date, the guy was stunned when he laid eyes on her. She was a little nervous knowing the status of the person she was meeting, but she put on the act so well that he didn't suspect a thing. Meanwhile, the blind lady was left alone in the house, not even knowing how to get water to drink. When she called her best friend, she quickly declined the call. When the guy brought the best friend home after their date, he kissed her in the heat of the moment, but quickly stopped. To his surprise, she even wanted more, something he found strange. Another time, while they were talking, he asked her about the book she was writing, but she had no idea what he was talking about. She quickly got the memo, remembering that her friend was a writer. The guy was surprised because his girlfriend would never have forgotten about the one thing she loved the most, and would have even started talking about the book already. But the best friend quickly dismissed it, saying she didn't want to talk about the book until she published it. One day, the lady ran into her best friend talking to the guy. Thankfully for the best friend, she didn't hear the guy's name, so she was happy for her and told her she missed her boyfriend, thinking her best friend would encourage her to call him. Instead, she advised her otherwise, saying the guy wouldn't love her since she was blind now, so she should forget about him. Everything went out of proportion when the guy brought the best friend to meet his mother. She was very impressed by the house decor, even though she was the one who had said she liked minimalistic designs. She showered the guy's mother with compliments and even lied that her mother was in the UK with her siblings, even though the person the guy had been talking to on the phone had said her parents were dead and she had no siblings. When she was asked about it, she explained that she had lied on the phone because she wanted a guy who would love her for who she was and not for her family's wealth. The mother, on the other hand, found her even more interesting because she believed she was from a reputable family and smart. But the new lies and stories she kept coming up with only made things more confusing for the guy because none of them matched a single thing they had talked about on the phone. The mother, however, kept liking every story because they all matched exactly the type of woman she wanted for her son. To the guy, everything about her just felt different. Back home, the blind lady finally gathered the courage to call him, but she realized the number attached to his name was no longer valid. Since she couldn't see, she assumed he had left the country. The best friend, on the other hand, rushed things with the guy, and they ended up together. The next day, she saw the ring the guy had been keeping to propose before everything started. Since she was already wearing it, he couldn't take it back. But fate worked its magic when the guy came to visit the best friend one day. The blind lady also came out to get some water, and after just a few words between them, the guy immediately felt a connection. Want to know what happened next? If you want the next part, don't forget to drop continue in the comment.